A little rain, and we've got a lot of rain falling right now at CenturyLink Field in downtown Seattle. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Washington Redskins and the Seattle Seahawks. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 50 plant. 55. Mark QB's up. Hey, Haywood. 5.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Mark 55. Mark 55. And let's get this. Mark 55. Mark 55. Snap.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. On first down, Wilson. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Montez Sweat. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up. On third down, Wilson. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Montez Sweat able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Looking to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23, and they will take over at the 26-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
He's going to air one. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a gain of 34.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sincere.
Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Trey Flowers picks it. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Throw left side, complete to Moss. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
15, Ronnie. 15, Ronnie. Hey, Charlie. Mike, 57.
He'll look to throw. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Alert, 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 alert.
After the interception, here's Wilson. This complete to Lockett. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded at the 2. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Recon, 132 fighter.
On 2nd down. It's Moss, and he'll go down at the 28.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
55.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Von Miller. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a throw here going to be taken in by the tight end Njoku. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive there. He hits the reliable target. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup. Redskins with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
2nd and 6. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Being chased out left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. The big play to start them out has them at the 45 already. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Out to his left. This one into the hands of Metcalf. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 49 yards. Here the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Hopkins with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
But one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On third down, Moss, and he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Ready? Stick the oar. Okay, just like that. Just like that. Big trip.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Slings this deep for McLaurin. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Washington. Terry McLaurin, 59 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Monte Nicholson picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering, and now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. They'll try and start this drive in the air, eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
91.
Back to throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And this is taken in for a Redskins touchdown. David Njoku in the final seconds of the first half. And the Redskins have taken the lead. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the lock.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. On the move to his left. He's going to take off with it. This is caught. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Redskins capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. A run there on first down gets 3 up to the 28. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now it's Wilson. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. On first down, Carson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wilson. He'll find Metcalf. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Metcalf once again the target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Had a nice move, but can't break away. Down just inside the 30. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And an alley to run. And it's a Seattle Seahawks touchdown. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. But even on the passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice game.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down. On 3rd down, Moss. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Moss. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down now. It's Moss, and that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here, 3rd and 14. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Redskins send out their punter as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable for Lockett. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Montez Sweat. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Wilson. Flush to his right. On the run. He'll let this go. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Monte Nicholson picks it. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. That one good for 33 and a 1st.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the interception by the Redskins indeed leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Here's Wilson. And he's got Lockett. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. Wilson now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going right side here, and that's complete. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back to you. Hey, check 24.
From the shotgun, Wilson. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. That's Daron Payne with a sack that time. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now it's Wilson. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Dancing to his left. It's caught. Lockett. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 28. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
To throw is Wilson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation. And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45.
Right there, 56. You remember me? You remember me?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Escaping the pressure right. Flush to his right. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Wilson. This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the play. Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Looked at me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Now Wilson, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Snags it for the pick. Now he's into the clear. He's at the 30, 20, 10. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Wilson, flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And got his man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. Throwing is Wilson. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. From the red zone now, here's Wilson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Metcalf once again the target, but it's going to be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
14,
One last shot for Wilson. Buying time to his left. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. So a victory here for the Washington Redskins. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come.
I am shocked.
So for the Redskins, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Glendale to take on the Cardinals.
So I was left with no quarterback.
Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Wow. So let me break it down. So I had the 31st pick. I trade Seattle for my tight end. And Njoku, I believe that's how you pronounce it. So I got my tight end. Right? I pick up Williams from David Njoku. That's the guy I got. So I picked up this dude. So I traded my late 1st round draft pick. Now, okay, I'm moving. So let me explain to y'all what's going on. I drafted this quarterback. So look, so I was talking to the Raiders because the Raiders have Tua, and I've been wanting Tua. Okay, so I've been trying to trade Tua. I don't have Darius Guthrie. I traded him. We'll get there shortly. So I was willing to trade Moss to get Tua. Okay, so I would have Tua here and then, guys there. I ended up trading guys to get top 13 picks. So I get the 13th pick in the NFL draft. I trade guys. And guess what? As I'm speaking to the Raiders, I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just see, he was one of the top running backs. And a first, multiple 1st rounds and 2nd round draft. I'm like, dude, are you stupid? You don't trade Ezekiel Elliott to get Lamar Jackson and then throw in 2 first-round draft picks. Like, that's just stupid. Like, I don't know. I guess he thought I was dumb. I guess he thought I didn't know what I was doing. But he pissed me off. So we left it at that. So I have the 13th pick. And guess who's in front of me? Guess who's at 12 and 11? Because these guys, they be trading all their best players in the first round picks. So they take advantage of this. I don't know what the hell they're doing. So let's go look at this guy. So like I said, so he texted me. He's like, oh, I'm going to just draft the quarterback that you want. So I told him what quarterback I want. And then he ended up drafting that quarterback just to be an ass. And look, there he is. And he is a rookie hitting talent. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never skip nor stumble. I take all boots, magic. And watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. He was going to be a superstar X-Factor player. The quarterback that I traded there is Guy. So I traded Guy and the 3rd round pick to get the 13th pick. If I would have put this off though, I would have been a genius. I would have drafted this guy at 13. But no, this idiot, just because he wants to be a douchebag, was like, oh, I'm gonna draft him just for laughs. And I'm like, dude, I'm about to draft him. Why would you do that when you have the 3rd best quarterback in the league right now? Like, look, he's number 3 in the whole league right now, and he drafted that dude for no reason. Like, dude, screw that dude. So which made me pick. So I didn't know what the hell to do. So here I am at the 13th spot. Who am I gonna pick? My team leader, left outside linebacker. I draft. It was pretty much my fault because I was rushed into it and I had to draft him. Where is he? He's not even here. That's how bad. His name is like Moody. I ended up drafting him and he's like 66 overall. So the 13th pick in the NFL draft that week. But yo, this defense is dirty. I got Diggs there. No, my defense is dirty, bro. I'm in a brand new model. Nicholson. It'll be here tomorrow. You saw that. You saw what he did. He got hella sacks. And I picked up these 2 guys off the free agency. I mean, defense, bro. So here, so it's the 3rd round, and I see that this quarterback, he had a really good combine score. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna draft him. Ended up drafting him. He was 57 overall. But he's a hidden talent. So I'm like, okay. I mean, look, he sucks. I mean, his back is not that good. His medium is not. It's just not good. So I was furious because I was putting in a situation where I got this random dude. So he's a star developed, but honestly, bro, it would take so long for him to develop into a really good quarterback. So I really was expecting Scanner to go out for I really was expecting to just take him. You know, if I would have lost, like, I was expecting to get blown out this game. But this dude, he showed up. I mean, he had a great game. He had a really good game. I'm not going to fake. I mean, I was shocked. That first play to McLaurin, and he took it for 60 yards. I was like, okay, but then again, you know, it's kind of like a trick play. So. And then this dude, bro, he threw that ball, and McLaurin caught that touchdown, and then Njoku with the touchdown. Like, bro, I was like, look at this. I mean, yeah, first he threw 2 interceptions. I was kind of getting blown, but after those 2 interceptions, bro, he damn played lights out. 3 touchdowns, 114 pass rated. So that's basically what happened. Basically, I was supposed to draft a all-time quarterback that was going to be a superstar X Factor, the best trait in the game. I ended up not getting him. I ended up trading guys. I've always been trying to get rid of guys. So now I have this dude, I'm so icy, got that and I got Williams, I got Aguilar, I'm gonna have Williams, lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Joshua, I didn't have a tight end last year. I went to the football with this tight end last year. Like, this team, this offense is better than what it was last year. All I need still, again, is a quarterback. Because y'all saw, I hated Haskins last year. The dude was garbage. Like, it was just ridiculous. But, yo, I mean, I'm going to see what's up with this rookie, man. Because that is crazy. Like, I would see this guy. I drafted this guy first round, and look, I mean,
hotel.
So
Keep
yeah,
your distance from myself. At a G with the snails in a 5-star hotel. And I wish it's well when they wish for me to fail. I might donate petty bills. They can't get it by themselves.
Yo, but this quarterback, man, I mean, he did good. I swear, I hope I
just
play the
ran to
Raiders.
check up
So
on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself.
So this Giants dude, he's doing a lot of talking, man. He changed his name to the detail. So he joined the league last year.
Lost a lot, but I came out with no L's. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me by a cell. I could get it by myself.
I got a bum as a quarterback. I could get it by myself. You gotta come recognize, bro.
I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day to day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way. Cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had
And
a
the Dallas
figures
Cowboys.
on my
Dallas
phone.
Cowboys
Putting on some weight. Set up,
as well.
getting thick. So I put it on display.
Eagles is good. Yeah, man, we're gonna see what's up.
Yeah, I just ran to check up on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt.
Honestly, like no cap, Seattle is the only team that I'm worried about as well with Kansas. So if I just won with this quarterback, I mean, probably a top 3 defense in the league. Again, I gotta see how I do against Carolina. Bro, I can easily make it to the
I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself.